Hey, this is Aaron, the metal theologian. I'm actually using the tripod, so Spencer's in here helping me today, which is a little bit weird, but we'll see how this shit comes out. Okay, so first of all, before I forget, tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern, there is going to be a live stream where we're going to be talking about metal. It's going to be Marty Worm, Eric Bauer, the Brain Smasher, and me. And I'm actually really honored to have been invited. The other guys did one a week or two ago, and I sort of sat in the chat, and it was a lot of fun. But, I don't know, it makes me feel like an important guy, you know? So, we're going to be talking about metal. But I'm not going to be talking about metal today. I'm actually going to be talking about some other bullshit. So, anyway, tune into that if you're up for it. 10 o'clock Eastern, and I think it's going to be on the Brain Smashers channel, but if not, I'll put a note underneath saying where the hell it is. I'll try to remember to put a link to where it is anyway, but I'm 90% sure Brain Smasher is hosting this time. Alright, anyway, so Eric Bauer actually kind of made a request, sort of indirectly. We were talking about like electronic music and that, and I was like, dude, you know, most of the best shit that I've gotten in the classical section. And he was a little surprised to hear that, but the fact is, classical music in the 20th century, after like World War II, was very different from classical music in the 19th and 18th centuries. So, right now, I am actually listening to kind of a classic here, something that, a lot of people talk about, but probably a lot fewer people listen to. This is a record by Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, and this is Kurzwellen. Now, this thing features, it has them like basically like tuning radios and shit, to sort of get this sort of random component, and obviously there's all sort of percussion shit. There are tam-tams, and there's a piano in there too, but I think that's the only like normal instrument other than some drums. So anyway, it's a 2-record set. It's kind of a long piece, nice crazy picture on the back, and actually put up by Deutsche Grammophon, which I actually find pretty fucking funny, but, you know, I'm also easily amused. I'm also, kind of thirsty, and lucky for me, I have right here this, leftover from Halloween, this, Mummy Haunted Cream soda, which, has, no caffeine, unfortunately, but, it does have maltodextrin, and it also has pure cane sugar. Does that look like it'd be a grape soda with that color? I'm not really quite sure what to expect, because it says haunted cream, so I assume it's a cream soda, but the purple makes me think grape, so maybe that's just like my psychological conditioning, you know what I mean? Like, I'm growing up in this culture, like you know, the whole, like, phenomenon of blue raspberry I'm kind of fascinated by, too. Like, who decided that raspberry was going to be blue in candy products, you know? I mean, at some point, someone must have made that decision. I'm sure it's because strawberry's red and cherry's red and all sorts of shit like that, right? But, like, that, whoever came up with that, I kind of like to shake that person's hand. So, anyway, let's try this out and see how it is. Yeah, it's a cream soda for sure. It's kind of an unusual one. It's, man, I don't know how to describe it. It has a little bit more of a fruity sort of flavor to it. Maybe that's just the psychology of it, but it's definitely a cream soda, okay? This is not a grape soda. But it feels like it's less sort of straight cream with sort of like butterscotch overtones, then a little bit of sort of a fruity kind of mouthfeel, and like sort of a hidden like underlying flavor element there. God, I'm starting to feel like a fucking wine, critic or something. Yeah, it's a good cream soda. You probably won't be able to find it because it's probably seasonal. But who's the company? I think it's a company out of Washington State. Yeah, Orca Beverage Company. So, you know, Orca, they do a lot of this kind of shit. I might find some good stuff from them anyway, even if not this particular one. So, I gotta move my book. So, anyway. Alright, so let's get into the records. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Usually what I kind of like to do is like show records and like talk about the individual records, but the fact is, I am not as well versed in this stuff as the shit that I normally talk about. I mean, I've spent enough time listening to jazz that I can talk about that relatively fluently. And metal, I mean, putting aside false modesty, I know my metal. Just like I know my krautrock, you know, I can talk about that shit all day long, okay? This stuff, I mean, actually I do have some background in it, you know what I mean? As far as, not only listening to it, but studying like earlier music a little bit, but I am no expert on this shit. So what I'm kind of going to do is just sort of do a couple needle drops from time to time, show some records that I think are kind of unusual, and really what this kind of is going to end up more as I think is like sort of a shopping guide, okay? So like if you're thinking, you know, I'd really like to get some cool like weird ass fucking music, and I already have you know, that Fiki Moose record, and I don't know, you know, whatever other electronic ones, you know, you find in the rock section, Conrad Schnitzler, you already have all that shit. So I'm going to go check out the classical section, alright? This is sort of going to be a little bit of a buying guide, okay? Here's some things that I've learned, like, to look for, and just sort of how I managed to find some really cool shit. Okay, let me show my Stockhausen records real quick, just because I feel like it's a moral imperative. Like I said, people talk about Stockhausen a lot more than they listen to him, I think. This shit really is great. It's, you know, it's difficult music, though. It's not like, you know, Mozart's Kleine Nachtmusik, where you can sort of hum along and shit. It's, I mean, sort of like jazz. You sort of have to listen into it a little bit. I actually played this while I was watching a silent movie once. It sort of became a favorite. When I was really into silence, and, you know, a lot of times you find these old, like, public domain ones on some of these, like, free Roku channels and shit like that. And I'd rather listen to my own records than just listen to whatever canned bullshit they stick underneath, because, of course, the original score's been lost or whatever. So Stockhausen's great for that, I think. You also have this one, Song of the Youths. Note that it says electronic music right there. That, of course, is a very good sign, although I believe this one has a singer, which I kind of tend to shy away from these days. And this is sort of a classic one, too. This is a Hymnen, where he sort of takes like different like national anthems and sort of fucks with them, and I mean, I don't know, it kind of reminds you of that John Oswald thing a little bit, but it's nowhere near as obvious. Like, you know, I'm thinking of that Plunderphonics, the John Oswald one, where the source material is like really obvious. Like, if you can tell he took this specific song and he's fucking with it. And this is a lot more sort of varied, and it's a much more interesting record, to tell you the truth. And I like that John Oswald thing just fine. No, I don't have an original of that CD that was never actually released, but I do have a dub of it that I got way back in, I don't know, 1991 or something like that, maybe. Alright, so, here's my first little tip, okay? I found some great records. Some of the coolest shit I found has been shit like this, okay? Electronic music, just a compilation. Whose compositions is it? No idea. It's some fucking students from Columbia and Princeton. They like went in their electronic music center and put together some shit. There's a ton of liner notes here and that, but man, the cover's faded enough that I can't even read it. Yeah, there's some like for violin solo and synthesized sound. Vladimir Usachevsky, Halinel Dab. That's for a transformed voice and instruments. There's actually a Milton Babbitt piece on here. He's not entirely unknown. So anyway, shit like that. So I've come across a few of those kinds of things. Let's see. I'm saving my favorite cover for last. Here is another one. This is actually not associated with a specific... Actually, no, it is. Okay, this is just Electronic Music Volume 4, it's called. With, you know, a bunch of nobodies. But they're a bunch of sincere nobodies, okay? And this is on the Turnabout label, who did a bunch of cool shit anyway. But the selections are works by winners of the first International Electronic Music Competition, sponsored by Dartmouth College in 1968. So let's see what this is going to sound like, okay? This is the point of this exercise. We're just going to bust this thing out. That's pretty much what I did when I was buying a lot of this shit. I just went, man, this looks like something fucking cool. So let's give it a crack. Now let's hope I can find my Stockhausen inner so I don't fuck up that record by just like laying it on the floor doing something dumb. I have a couple others like this one too that I'm going to show, but this is the one I'm pulling out more or less at random because I haven't listened to any of these in a long time, honestly. Like I said, I started listening to some before, but it was just, I wasn't going to be able to speak intelligently to this. It's more, this shit for me is more just like, I think this is cool or I don't, you know. So the first one is Cetus by Ollie W. Wilson from 1967. Note these dates too, by the way. When you're doing classical music, quote unquote, died in like, with Aaron Copland or something like that. Who's a fucking chode anyway? Copland sucks. You're mistaken. I just went in a different direction. And it's not all electronic, by the way. I just tend to gravitate towards electronic music. And especially from this time period, because like, in 1967, like when he was putting the shit together, you can just fucking program your MIDI or even like your Moog or something like that. You were going to like build something and like there are going to be wires sticking out of it. That's what a lot of these guys are doing, is they're building their own instruments to like play the shit on, in addition to composing the pieces, you know. So, you know, Harry Parch gets a lot of credit for that sort of thing, and rightly so, because Harry Parch is really pretty fucking cool. Although I don't think his shit's the most listenable ever. I think it's cool. But that's kind of what a lot of these early electronic music guys were doing too. So there is this one, and oh, here's another one. Yeah, I don't know what I have that posted on there for, but there you go. American Contemporary Computer Generations. There you go. I don't know any of these guys on here again. This label, that's another hint. Okay, there's a lot of this kind of modern music on the CRI label, which is Composers Recordings Incorporated. It's definitely sort of like, you know, not like quite as anarchistic as ESP, but the same sort of idea. Like ESP, if you were like a classical composer, as opposed to a jazz musician, basically, or the Fugs. So, yeah. Another key word to look for, okay? This one right here, Godfrey Wyndham. NP, 2 pieces for computer synthesized sound. It says realized at the Godfrey Wyndham Laboratory at Princeton University. Okay, well, so he has his own, but the word realized tells you that they like planned something out and like that there's this whole process involved. So realized, if you're looking for electronic music, is a good like sort of key word to look for. Then another one here, Synapse for Viola and Computer. So good shit. Hey, you hear this? This is like, I mean, if you listen to this shit, motherfuckers go trolling through like the rock section trying to find shit that sounds like this, you know? Because this is way too heavy for like the new age, and where else do you find the good electronic music? Well, the answer's in the classical section. Listen to this. This is fucking fantastic, man. So, yeah, one other one I have that's sort of similar is this one. This is actually my favorite cover. Computer Music from the University of Illinois. Again, school, compilation, and just some nobody, and those punch cards on the cover. I mean, that's a fucking classic record cover. How can you fucking argue with that? This one's actually a little bit earlier, too. One of these does have a string quartet, which is a little bit of a bummer. And the other one has a singer, but you know, first of all, that cover's worth the price of the album alone. And second of all, you know, this is new shit. They were trying to figure out different ways of putting this shit together, okay? So, here's another one. I'm actually going to put this one on next, because this is another classic, okay? Now, here's another thing to look for, is the Elektra Nonesuch label, okay? They all look like this. There's a small, usually pretty weird picture right here, and then, like, you know, the title at the top and then a description. These are generally one composer. I'm going to put this on because this is another classic guy you should really know. This is Yannis Xenakis, and he's not a nobody. He's like an important, like, 20th century composer. He might still be alive, but I wouldn't put any money on that. Anyway, this is really fucking noisy. It's a good record to freak out the neighbors with, especially if you turn it up really loud. So here we go. So, just sort of show you a couple other examples of that. Here are a couple. Here's one by Donald Erb. Music for instruments and electronic sounds. The weird picture here, the text. Just look for this thing. Yeah, instrumental ensemble. Now another key word you want to look for is tape. Okay? If it says tape, that means electronic shit. So like this one, Jacob Druckmann, don't know anything about him honestly, but maybe he's somebody. Has this weird title, and it's for instruments and electronic tape. Okay, tape means weird shit. I have a couple other ones. I didn't pull everything out. But one's like new music for trumpet, and it's all like trumpet and tape. And there's another one that's like a flute and tape. Good shit, man. Yeah, this is Xenakis. So, yeah, there's a lot of shit on Nonesuch too. Oh yeah, I've got a couple more here. These are actually, they're in the back because they're a couple of my favorites. This one is Times Encomium by Charles Warrener for synthesized and processed synthesized sound, which is already awesome. Again, recorded at the Columbia Princeton Electronic Music Center, but that Nonesuch layout, right? Yeah, this is a really good one, actually. This one gets 2 thumbs up, and it's kind of a good starter one because this is one of the easier ones to find, but it's still fucking great, okay? Like, it's easier to find, like, the John Cage records on Nonesuch, because people know who John Cage is, so the shit gets snapped up. Now, I love John Cage's prepared piano music, and I have some of it, and I thought about showing some of it, but that's not really electronic, and I kind of wanted to stick with the electronic shit mostly. Here's another one that's really sort of a unique piece. This is The Earth's Magnetic Field by Charles Dodge. Great picture. And somehow they like composed this thing. It's just broken into side 1 and side 2. And somehow they like composed this thing by like, I mean look, there's a fucking diagram of like the music. They like measured like the fucking radiation coming out of the sun and like assigned like electronic pitches to everything somehow. And like put the music together that way. But I'm gonna put this on in a minute because it's great. Yeah, I'm gonna bump Xenakis ahead for a minute just so you can hear a little bit here. If I get a copyright ding on this shit too, someone's gonna get a big fucking middle finger. Listen to this up. It's so noisy, man. Alright, let's check out Charles Dodge for a minute here. Fuck, man, by the time I get to it, it's like way in the back, right? So, I'm spending all this time talking about the Electra Nonesuch shit, right? Don't forget about CRI in the meantime, though, because you gotta keep an eye out for them. I have more CRI records. Most of them aren't electronic enough for this video, which is why they're not really in here. But, still good shit. That's funny because look at this. See, here's your like your cross-indexed catalog, and it has like all this Bach shit, but then it has like the Explorer series, which is like your gamelan music and shit. So this is the Earth's Magnetic Field. I had to hunt for this one actually too. Although you know most of the shit, they didn't print a whole lot of them, but it's not as sought after as some of the shit. It does tend to be more expensive than like if you're searching for like Ravel or something like that, where 10,000 orchestras did it and every conductor wanted to put his own stamp on it and shit. But okay, so here are a couple of specific composers I want to draw your attention to. One is Conlon Nancarrow, who did this whole series of studies for player piano. Look at that. A tour de force of musical imagination. Unbelievable sounds. And it's kind of true. What this guy did, and I should put this on too actually, is he like... Well, honestly, I don't know what the fuck he did. What it sounds like is he had a player piano, basically, and he just, like, punched a bunch of fucking holes in the rolls and, like, let it come out how it came out. So, except he prepared him to. I'm going to leave this aside so we can listen to it for a minute. And then this one, there have been a couple different realizations of this. This is Le Voyage by Pierre Henry. Pierre Henry did a fair bit of really cool shit, but this one, this electronic score based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead, this is really his masterwork, and I would like to put this on, but you won't get it from, you won't appreciate it if I put it on for 5 minutes, you know. It's one of those things you have to listen to all the way through, preferably with all the lights off, and just fucking take it all in, right? Another label, by the way, Limelight, they put out some really cool shit like this. Now, they also put out like some jazz, like the, what's that fucking guy's name? Melvin Jackson, the Melvin Jackson record that I absolutely love. I'd have to pull out real quick here. Yeah, this is on Limelight too. And so I don't really know what their deal was as a label, because this is completely different. I mean, this is like sort of a funky jazz thing. But, yeah, but Limelight, another good sign. You know, I have a few other Limelight records too, and some of them are like weird, like percussion ensemble things that sort of remind you of like Edgar Varese, who I also left out of here, by the way, because I probably shouldn't assume everyone knows this shit, but, you know. Here's another one that is, I feel like you should probably know, but maybe not. This is Silver Apples of the Moon for electronic music synthesizer by Morton Subotnick. Let me throw that on for a minute, and then I'll end with Conlon Nancarrow while I show the last couple. So, yeah, sort of a personal story about this record that I find really funny is I've had this record for a long time. I was probably in college when I got it or something like that. But one time, not too long after I moved to San Francisco, I was hanging out and I had a friend over. A friend who tunes in sometimes, so maybe he'll even see this, but we smoked a big bowl, right? And then I put this thing on, and after like 5 minutes, he was like, "Man, this is kind of freaking me out. Can we listen to something else?" And as far as I'm concerned, that's a sign of a good record right there. I mean, a record that sounds good when you're stoned is good, but a record that freaks you out when you're stoned is even better. Morton Subotnick made a few records. I don't know if any of this shit's ever been redone, because I don't know if it's the sort of thing you could re-realize, you know? This is a nunsuch, even though it doesn't sort of follow that same convention, but, you know, there's a picture of the score. If I'd planned ahead, I actually have a book of scores for this kind of shit, which might be interesting. Anyway, here are a couple other things. Now, as far as these series go, the Odyssey series is not as reliable as Nunsuch, but there are still some pretty good ones here. So, like, this one is this Music of Our Time thing here. Okay, that's another clue, right? And this says Steve Reich, just with one of his tape loops, so people know. And it actually has a piece by Pauline Oliveros, too, who just died kind of recently, like within the last several weeks. She was out in Berkeley for, like, a long time. So, yeah, keep an eye out for the Nunsuch ones. I also have one that's, like, quarter tone music. It's not the greatest record ever, but it's a cool, like, piece, you know? And then finally, sometimes you just gotta go by the covers, okay? I was listening to this one before, it's great. It's a Folkways record, okay, from 1959. It's highlights of Vortex. I don't know what the fuck the Vortex is that it's highlights from. There is actually an insert in here that I suppose I could read if I really gave a shit, but the fact is I don't. I'm gonna throw on Conlon Nancarrow for a minute. This is good though, isn't it? And then we're gonna drop it. Man, where the fuck did I put that in there? Oh, there it is. I'll have to clean all this shit up when I'm done here. So, Yeah, so again, take from this what you will. You know, if you're listening to this and you're just hating all of it, then, you know, maybe it's not for you, but maybe you still learned something interesting, because the fact is there's this whole world of this kind of shit out there, man. There are lots of people. I actually met a few when I was in school who were, like, looking to compose this kind of shit and really serious. I actually have a record that features Cleveland composers, and it has two guys who were professors of mine when I was at Cleveland State. They're both dead now, but they weren't at the time. Actually, one of them, I kind of felt guilty because I thought he was kind of a dick. You know how you have like these class like reviews and shit? He had this huge ass goiter actually, who was obviously really sick, but like, what can I say? I was like 19 and kind of a know-it-all back then anyway. So like, it was a Harmony 1 class, so like pre-Bach, like, no, counterpoint 1. It was like pre-Bach counterpoint, really boring class because that shit just isn't very interesting, right? But yeah, I gave him a really bad review on that like quarter end thing, and then he died like 2 weeks later. So I was like, fuck, man, I feel terrible now. And I like slammed this guy really hard, and then he dies. Shit, you know. So you hear that? It kind of sounds like a sort of an out-of-tune player piano, but not like a piano roll you're going to find at the thrift store. And then as far as covers go, here's another one, man. I mean, look how 70s these guys look. And some of these names, too, go on. Like Michael Tilson Thomas is, I don't know if he's still in San Francisco, but he was the conductor for the San Francisco Symphony in the 90s. Probably still is. I don't know why you'd leave a job like that, but... and, you know, it has a John Cage piece for prepared pianos and a Steve Reich for 4 organs, but, man, you just look at them, look at their fucking sideburns, and he's got his maracas there, and, you know, you're not going to go wrong with that shit. Let me just make sure everything else is sitting here on the cover. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I pulled out. So, you know, my section is, I don't know, I have maybe like this much of this stuff, so it's not a ton, but you just sort of keep your eye out and grab the shit when you can, and after a while you'll end up with kind of a decent collection of it and some interesting pieces to freak out your friends who smoke weed. So, so there you go, man. If you want to hear some good electronic music, the classical section is where it's at. And you'll have to hunt for some of these, but just be a little bit patient and a little bit observant, man. There's all sorts of good shit that lots of people are overlooking, man. So, thanks for watching. Tune into that podcast tomorrow night, or not the podcast, the live stream at 10 o'clock. If you're pissed that I didn't talk about metal now, because I'll make it up for you then. And, or maybe not. Maybe we'll end up just talking about... Actually, me and Eric Bauer, we were kind of saying that maybe instead of... we'd say it was going to be about metal, but then we'd argue about who was better, Bob Seger or the Allman Brothers, because that would really piss everybody off, wouldn't it, you know? He'd be on the side of the Allmans, I'd be on the side of Seger. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. It's going to be organic, and I'm going to turn this fucking thing off now. So, thanks for watching. God damn, man.